Yo, you wanna know what's going on in the UBA? We giving y'all some real talk. Who got something to say? New topics every week. Sometimes we have
in the North.
All right.
So first nominee in the North that I have is Mr. Alexander Lindsay. He's on International Flavors, number one. I know him very closely, very personally. He's from Jersey, but he bowls in the New York team.
Yes.
You know, he was alive on the cruiserweight list for a while. He was averaging pretty well, over 220 in the cruiserweight. He came into UBA this season with a 2.0 average, and he's averaging over 220 in tour stops. He's on a team where they're in the playoffs. They are number 2 seed in the division.
International Flavors,
yes. And he's just doing really well. The second nominee, I'm sure that you know who this is Tara Lucas.
Tara Lucas. And part of the reason why I think it's well-deserved, she is one of those up-and-coming bowlers.
Yes.
That a lot of people have. She's taken notice in the New Jersey Northeast District.
Okay.
And a lot of people have taken notice because the fact is she came in at a 140-150 average, and she's been popping off 600 series, 650 series.
She was actually one person that, I know we don't
She got re-rated 40 pins.
40 pins. 40. She's the only person I know that got 40 pin re-rate.
And that's for someone new coming in.
That's still low. She's still averaging higher than that when she bowls. She's improving a lot.
Number 9 on the Vixens list, by the way.
Also, I have that here, currently in the top 10 on Vixens list. Good job, Gordon.
Why, thank you.
You are so educated.
I try.
But yeah, she probably could be, if there was a most improved bowler category, I think that she could be that. She practices a lot. And she takes pride in getting better.
And that's one of the things that I respect about her and her game. She takes pride on getting better. She posts all the time about how well she's bowling.
Yes.
She was actually one of the very few people, when she got the re-rate, she's like, give me the re-rate. Re-rate me higher.
Yes.
I want to out-bowl what you give me.
Complain about re-rates. They don't want it. I'm not better than this, and you bowl better than that. Just take it. Be like Tara. Be dysfunctional. Right?
Well, she is a member of the dysfunctional bowler squad.
Be dysfunctional. Say it.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I would say emulate what Tara is doing.
Yes.
That is what I will say.
In the North, Rookie of the Year is one John Robinson of Extreme Chaos. I'm not really familiar with him other than he's on the rankings list. He's in the Delaware, Pennsylvania area. I did see that he was averaging over 230 in season tour, which is 20 plus higher than his actual entering average. In individual rankings, he finished in the middle 15, that area. He didn't make a big splash there, but he's doing well when the team needs him. His team is in the playoffs again, just like Alex's team. So he's here.
Key pieces on squads that bowl very, very well. They need to make sure that they are recognized, and you need to take recognition with them. Extreme Chaos is, again, one of those teams that are not really mentioned at all in the playoffs, and then they win a couple of matches. It's like, wait a second, how did they get in the top 16? How are they representing the DMV? How did they get here? And this is our award show saying, hey, listen, this is how they got here.
Yeah.
Be careful. Watch out.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's move on to Rookie of the Year in the South.
Doug Hildebrand, Kings Court. You're gonna see a lot of Kings Court, and I'm sure that you've talked about Kings Court earlier on, and there's a reason for it.
His name is Other Doug.
Other Doug.
Other Doug.
How many Dougs do you know?
No, just me and Other Doug. I'm not even gonna call him Doug.
Okay.
So you can call him Doug all you want. He's Other Doug because
Other Doug.
He called me out.
Did he?
He called me out last month at when I was down there for the I was down in North Carolina for the was it the Gauntlet? I was down there for the Gauntlet, and yeah, he called me out and he lost 3-0, but he's Rookie of the Year. He's in the cruiserweight list. On the cruiserweight list. Is he bowling for the belt?
He could be bowling for the belt depending on the other matches that are going to be happening.
Okay,
Still got a couple of set of matches that are going on. But yeah, he's been a nasty force to deal with down there. I was down there in Greensboro a couple months ago and watched him bowl, and he's very, very impressive. He defeated Derek Williamson, who is a former cruiserweight champion himself.
Yes, I watched that. I watched that match. I think it was 7 games or 6 games.
6 games.
But he has execution on his back. So
the other Doug is the executioner of the Southeast.
Executioning, right? Is that the word?
Executing?
Executing?
Executing.
Okay, executing. I don't know. Executioners execute. They execute. Yeah, you're right. Okay, go. Who's next?
Okay. Well, let's stay with Kings Court. So you have the executioner on one side, and you have Dennis Kill, Killough.
Yo, how do they?
So you have executing and killing. It's great.
I don't know who Dennis Killough is. I do know that he's averaging over 230. in the season tour.
And both of them are on King's Court, and it's one of the reasons why they will almost certainly make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, that was the Harambe team, right? They made fun of Harambe last year with their personnels. I mean,
well, everybody made fun of Harambe last year, and you had all the gorilla pictures. But no, they have been a very serious team, and they have, if you're going to use the gorilla analogy, they have been mauling their opponents.
So you have Kings Court, who was nominated also for Best New Team, you know, and 2 Rookie of the Year candidates as well. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, and again, they're still recruiting. They took off. So they took out. They picked up some good bowlers from Mob.
Yep, sure to have.
James Dixon,
Jacqueline Copeland.
Jackie Copeland. You know, they're recruiting.
Absolutely.
They're positioning themselves to be competitive.
They're positioning themselves not just to win this year, but to perennially make sure that they're in the playoffs every single year.
Yes, sounds good.
From a perennial standpoint, which is great. Finally, we have from Motion to Strike Austin Polchowski.
Austin, man, 175.
You wanted to talk about somebody I haven't heard of anybody from Motion to Strike. Well, let's talk about one of these people that you haven't heard from Motion to Strike about.
I mean, I know Austin because he's a cool dude, but
he is a cool dude,
young guy. You know what I mean? But you know,
young little dude.
But I mean, 175, Austin. Come on.
His average may be a little bit higher.
175, Austin.
A little bit.
I mean, there's a reason why people like Dre pick him up every time there's an event going on. You know, they want to bowl with Austin. Austin, he's a lefty. You know, no thumb lefty. He reps the ball a lot. He's done really well in UBA events, tournaments. I mean, again, I was down at the Gauntlet in Charlotte a couple weeks ago, and they got to the Final Four. I don't think they might even make that to the Final 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they got to the Final 2. They lost. They were second place. But Austin, he was so happy because he had bowled better than Brian Holland, the junior gold bowler, Team USA guy. You know, but he's not 175 though. He's not 175.
But that's
he's good.
But that's what makes you a rookie, is the fact that you're breaking on the scene now, and you've been bowling, you've been honing your craft, you've been making sure that you are better than what your average says that you are.
He's doing a lot, and I mean,
making some waves right now.
He's the best bowler on a not so great team.
I can't say not so great team. Not so great team that may be making the playoffs. Yeah.
Sorry, Motion to Strike. Sorry.
Yeah, you're looking at somebody that could be potentially joining cruiserweights next year. You never know.
You?
Austin.
I was looking at you.
I know you're looking at me, but I'm mentioning Austin.